Hey guys, my name is RyanCentral and welcome to HitScan and welcome to Breeze. Look at this gorgeous map, look at the shipwreck that I called in the background. Oh, I'm so smart. But yeah, look at this beautiful view. And if you're sort of paying attention to the minimap, you're sort of having a good look at how unsymmetrical this map is. And so we're going to have a quick tour, starting from the attacker spawn. We land in, the spike is down here. And you can actually not fully walk across there. I don't know what happens. Do we die? No, we just can't get through that way, which makes sense. I think the spawn doors open over here. We can check that in a second. But yeah, this is the A walkway. This is the pitch I was wondering about with the defenders. Pushing out quite aggressively, to be honest, in order to get the operator site on here. So this is interesting. We can highlight maybe the nooks and crannies in a second, before I kill myself by accident even. And just sort of work on the wings. This is such a straightforward way to get to the A site, because this is the A site. Everything down here you can plant on. You got this nice little like watery effect, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is the A site. We've seen a lot of this, and I think from the trailer that we saw, this is the most like straightforward, right? You kind of go, yeah, that makes sense. Can you actually get up here, or is this like out of bounds? I think that's out of bounds. I'm gonna destroy myself. Give me a second before I actually do that, because that would be very embarrassing. So yeah, you can like stand on here, you go all the way to defender spawns. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is A main. There's this one straightforward way, massive sight lines, so double operator feels like it's going to be a thing. You can also push a bit closer, run through here. This is where you can get a null orb too, so that's worth highlighting. And then yeah, you can sort of make your way through onto this. I mean, it's interesting, right? I'm trying to theorycraft. I'm not like Sean Guerra, so I'll do my best. But, you know, you have to smoke off some of these areas. Maybe you push through here. You smoke off right ahead of you, like here. Put a sage wall across this. Plant like here, somewhere safe. I forgot that that's the same button, but yeah. It feels very much out in the open. And so I think a necessity, much like Split, you can't just push 5 players through here. You need to get a bit of a split and put a bit of pressure on towards this direction, which I guess is what we'll call shoot and haul. A haul is the name of it. Need to get used to this as a caster. And we have doors like ascent again, which bring you up to here. So again, similar I suppose in the sense of you might want to close this off if you feel that you're going to be hit hard with a split. This also brings you to mid. And if we push on beyond, we get towards the defender spawn into this main area, which takes you to the back of the A site. You know, a little rope to help you up here. Yeah, this is all the defender side spawn, where the defenders will come from. And so yeah, we have A main, we have A hall, A metal doors. So there's 2 double doors in this map, because there's another one that's wooden. That's interesting. You can slither down here, and it's a little shoe. Oh, it's adorable. Can we fly back up? Well, we can, but yeah. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna put some pressure. They're in mid. All right, I'm going in. Pow, pow, pow. I mean, that's so much fun. I said that there was some stuff similar to Cash in here, and I do think that this is very much like the vent, if not a bit, you know, more automatic. You don't need to break anything to break on through. Okay, this is the double doors that you can put pressure on, and it takes you to this side of. This is mid-central. As a fellow central person talking, this feels very Cash from Counter-Strike. I know it's Volcano's map, I know that's going to be a common thing, but look how open this space is. Certainly when you look at it this way, you've got like the little boost up here that you can also maybe hold from, right? Nope, that kills you. Never mind, let's auto-respawn somewhere else. Go back to the defender spawn. I knew I'd find some stupid thing to do. I think this map looks and should play amazingly, but I think that the sightlines might make operators and long sightline, you know, weapons and stuff quite strong. I'm curious of what you guys think of this. We'll take a quick look towards mid. We'll sort of jump up in here. You saw a lot of this from the gameplay, and you've got all of this A-hole stuff, which is obviously indoors. You push for it all the way in here. And then you've got the A site. So defending on this map is going to be an absolute nightmare if you can't maintain control of mid. Sometimes you could do it on ascent, but I think when you have this like little second mid almost, you can't let this go as well as mid, right? Otherwise, you as a defender are going to be sat here kind of going, like, sat all the way back here kind of panicking. And even then, you could easily get flanked by somebody that just pushes your spawn. Teams need to fight, put resources into mid, otherwise they're going to have a nightmare of a time. I know there'll be gameplay on this channel, me playing this, just getting shocked at it from average Jonas, even though he's not playing the same map as me, he's just that good. That's kind of sum up. So yeah, that's mid. We go to the back of mid towards, like, I imagine this will be called window. Nest, which, yeah, is basically window. And it takes you to this side of defender spawn, you know, so an operator can hold it here. But you kind of, like, have to hold one or the other. You can try and hold both, but obviously you could be hit by two-pronged attack and die. So that's interesting sightlines that could come in. Before we make it to the B site, let's see what it would be like from the attacker's perspective. Working all the way around from the attacker's spawn, you could just go up this way. I like this little arch. You go for this. That's the archway that I was wondering about. So it's very much like Haven window. You can push through here. And this is a very deep sight line too, which if you're not keeping control of mid again, if you're trying to play from sight, you're focusing on this. An attacker could just barrel it through here if nobody's paying attention and just absolutely warp you. Yeah, this is the B site, very open, very much like Cobblestone and Counter-Strike. Less because of the design, I suppose, with how it's set up, but it's cobblestone walls. What do you want from me? I think this is a great looking map. I'm praying that it plays well. I'll be sure to give my feedback and stuff on it when we've actually given these games a go. And then defender spawn. This map is going to require so much communication because the amount of side swipes that are going to happen is going to be insane if a team doesn't keep on top of it. I guess, you know, Cypher and Killjoy will have a lot of work to do. Aggressively tripwire in places like this, or having a turret set up here to make sure that nobody's just going to push for on site. Lots of wall boosts, I suppose, that maybe you can hop up to as a jet with an up and hold it down. But yeah, like, I think this map looks genuinely amazing. I just don't know how it's... Ooh, that's cool. I'm terrified that it's not going to play well, because I can't hate something this beautiful, you know? I think as well, like, defenders, if they're proactive enough and can play aggressive to get into spots like this, like that, I'll just put it as that, that'll reward you. But obviously there's a very easy punish for that kind of thing too. You got mid-bottom, if we sort of walk through here, you got this pillar in the center, which seems to separate everything up. Nobody can hold on this side, but obviously somebody can place like a turret here as well. That'd be a good place to put it. I keep doing that instead. Right there. It's more about maintaining this area, I suppose, as a defender, making sure that nobody really crosses this threshold. Maybe a bit beyond, because you obviously have that interconnection into A. But the fact that A is so forward-facing, I feel that this... I hope, at least, that this doesn't become a situation like Icebox, where A is the only site that seemingly gets hit, because A is a lot easier to attack than B. And I think when you look at this, how it plays out on a map, it looks that way. Man, I'd love to see pros play this map, for sure. But I'm going to leave it here in regards to that. There might be a stream, some games. We might cast some of the other content creators and stuff. Playing some of the games over on twitch.tv/RyanCentral. Give it a follow anyway, I think, just in case. But yeah, this is a really cool map. It's certainly fit my expectations. But when you're put in a competitive situation... How hard is it to attack and defend? What are your predictions? Are people going to like it, hate it? Is it attacking-sided, defended-sided? What kind of things are you into, I suppose? But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.